Hello, everyone. This is Bobby from Ignite. Welcome to this 15-minute flow. This month, our focus is a warming flow. So, what we mean by that is this will be a little flow that will help to generate some warmth and energy in the body. We're going to achieve that by using the Bastrika or bellows breath, and also through a little mini flow incorporating several of the warrior poses and triangle. So that's what you have in store for you now. So hopefully you're going to find this 15-minute flow to be helpful. For those of you that are coming to our 15-minute flows for the first time, they are designed to be either supplemental to your regular practice or an opportunity to sneak a little practice in on a day that maybe your schedule's a little bit tight and you can't make a regular practice, but you need a little bit of something, just a brief 15-minute or so practice to give you some kind of movement, grounding, centering, breathing for your day. So with that said, let's get started with this one, the warming flow for this month. So if you're not already in a comfortable seated position, let's make our way there. Letting those sits bones get grounded. Allow the shoulders to relax down away from your ears. Arms can rest in your lap in some way that's comfortable. Just going to let the breath flow naturally here for a few minutes as we start to settle in. If you're comfortable doing so, you can softly close your eyes. And to begin to let the breath help us to relax the muscles in the body. Letting each exhale invite us to release a little bit more of the tension and tightness in the body. Softening the forehead and the temples, the cheeks and the jaw. Relaxing the throat. Letting the arms be heavy, and relaxing the fingers. Feel those sits bones settling into the ground beneath you. Relaxing the low back and the hips. Relaxing the knees and the toes. Releasing the tightness and tension. Releasing the stress, the worries, and anything else that's not serving you right now. Focusing on the breath, following it in and out. And whether you choose to follow the breath at the tip of the nostrils or by following the movement of the belly. Either way, we're just staying with the breath here for a few rounds. Now let's take a nice deep breath in through the nose and then sigh it out. Trying to release the last of the tension and tightness in the body. We'll do a couple of quick stretches just to get a little bit of loosening of certain tighter areas like our neck and shoulders and our hips and waist in particular, low back. As many of us sit most of the day, spend most of our time in a position where we're working at a computer or our hands are on a steering wheel. We want to loosen some things up before we get into the actual practice tonight. So let's begin by, again, rolling those shoulders down, lengthening through the crown of the head, and exhaling the chin down toward the chest, allowing the head to be heavy. Just breathing into that space in the neck and the upper back, across the shoulders where you feel the stretch. Let's exhale and take that right ear over toward the right shoulder. Try to maintain the shoulders down and relaxed. Really opening up that left side of the neck so that we have a good stretch happening there for us. And we're going to exhale that chin back down to the chest. Taking a breath. And rolling over to the left side. Again, maintaining those shoulders down and away from the ear. And letting that head tilt to the left so we have that nice open space on the right side of the neck that we can breathe into. Exhale and release that chin back down. Take 2 breaths here. And on that second exhale, bring that head up. Relaxing shoulders as we come to that upright position. Let's take a few shoulder rolls. So hands can come off the lap. Just a couple of rolls back, squeezing shoulder blades as they come around. And then other way, rolling forward. And we'll bring that to stillness. A couple of rounds of cat-cow to warm up the spine and the back. Again, hands relaxing in our lap in a way that's comfortable. Let's inhale and open up that chest, squeezing shoulder blades together as we look up. Exhale, round the back. Pull that belly button in. Drop that chin again. Stretch out the back. Following your breath, inhale, opening up, looking up for cow. Exhale, dropping the chin, rounding the back for cat. Let's do 2 more of these on your own. Go at your own pace. After the second one, we'll all meet up in a normal seated position with that tall spine. We're going to inhale the arms up now, reaching the hands to the sky, lengthening out of the waist. Exhaling, hinging forward, letting the arms come all the way down to the ground. Letting the head, neck, and torso relax. So wherever that leaves you, you might be able to let the forehead touch the ground. You may need the assistance of a block, or you might be up here a little bit higher, and that's okay too. Wherever you are, just let the arms relax. Breathe into the stretch that you're going to feel in that low back, hips, waist area. Feel that tightness from all the sitting that we do. And just breathing into that. 2 more breaths. And after that second exhale, we'll slowly inhale ourselves up, walk ourselves back up to a seated position. If you are seated on a cushion like I am, we're going to move that out of the way and stretch the legs out nice and long. Find those sits bones. And then when you're settled, we're going to bring those arms up again, inhaling up, lengthening once again. Exhale, hinging, leaving that spine nice and long, letting the hands come down. They might touch the toes, they might touch the ankles or shins or knees. Wherever they are is fine. We just want a nice long spine, hinging at the waist, breathing. Stretch those legs out. And then we'll exhale, release, and roll up. We're going to move into the bellows breath or the Vastrika breath. So coming into a comfortable seat, whatever that looks like for you. This is a breath that has movement of the arms. So as we are inhaling, the arms are going to come up. As we are exhaling, the hands are going to come down. Usually we make a fist and bring the elbows down toward the sides of our body, toward our rib cages. So we inhale up, we exhale, come down. The inhale is a normal, natural inhale. The exhale is more forceful. We should actually hear you exhale. It should be audible. So it looks a little bit like this. Inhaling up, exhale down. So try it with me. You don't have to do it fast. You can follow your normal, natural breathing rate. We just want that forceful exhale. You can do it faster if you want. It's going to build more energy, more fire, more warmth if you do. We don't want to go too fast though. We don't want to become lightheaded. 2 more. And then release the hands, let them come back to the lap and relax. Just take a moment to feel that in the body. You can certainly do that breath for a little bit longer if you'd like. We're just using it as a bit of a warm up. Notice how that gets things moving in the body. Feel that energy and that warmth starting to become prominent in the torso area. We'll just sit with that for a moment or so. We're going to transition into that warrior flow that I mentioned at the beginning of the video. We're going to be getting up off the ground and moving through a few warrior poses along with triangle on each side of the body. And then we'll conclude with a little mini baby shavasana. All right, so let's get ourselves up off the ground. Make our way to the end of our mat, whichever end is best for you for where you're at. Want our feet to be about a fist or so apart. We're going to step the left foot back. If you're able to have yourself up on those toes, that'd be great. If you need to pivot the foot and have the foot flat, that's okay too. Whichever is available. The front knee on that right leg is bent. Really sinking into the ground. Let's inhale the arms up. Exhaling a little bit of a back bend for warrior one. On the next exhale, we're going to pivot into warrior two. So the back foot is going to pivot completely. So it's now parallel with the back of the mat. Arms drop down, come into our warrior two arms. Front knee is still bent. Staying here for a breath or so, we're going to transition into windswept warrior, excuse me. So the back arm is going to rest on the low back. That front arm is going to reach and flip. We're going to sweep it back. Looking up at the sky. A little bit of back bend going on here. We're going to straighten that front leg. Exhaling the arms back to the warrior two arms. Coming into triangle pose. So we're going to reach over to the right as far as we can with that right hand. Letting that right hand drop toward the leg. The left hand comes up. And we slide that arm down. You can also have a block here if you want to have a block to place your hand on instead of your leg, whichever is more convenient, whichever is more comfortable. Breathing into the stretch in that hip area. And we'll tighten the core. Inhale, come back up. Relax the arms for a second. Let's pivot these right toes forward. So we're sort of in a wide-legged stance here. We're going to shift everything over the other way. So we're going to take the left toes, point them forward and lean into that. So we're bending that front leg. And again, your back foot is going to be parallel because we're coming into warrior two on this side. Arms come up. Windswept warrior here. Drop the back arm. Reach and flip the front arm, sweep it back. Breathing. Straightening that front leg. Exhaling, hands back to warrior two arms. Reaching that left arm over as far as we can. Left arm comes down, right arm goes up. Find your triangle. Again, you can use a block here if that's helpful. Making sure we're still breathing. Tighten that core. Inhale up. We're going to get fancy. We're going to bring this back hand and sweep it forward, pivoting that back foot. Arms come all the way up. Front knee is going to bend. We're coming into our crescent lunge. A little bit of a back bend for warrior one. And exhale, release the arms down. Step that right foot forward and shake that out. Make our way back to our seat. Now, if you're doing this practice at home, you certainly can repeat that flow as many times as you'd like, but keeping with the 15-minute window, we're going to come to a very brief shavasana. So we've had our beginning practice to get us centered and warmed up. We've done our breath practice. We've had a little bit of a flow, and now we'll have a mini shavasana. So for that piece, we just want to find a comfortable seat. If you want to be lying down for it, since it is shavasana, you certainly can. You can stay in shavasana longer than what I have you in for this video. You can just ignore me when I end the video, and you can just stay in shavasana for as long as you'd like. That's perfectly fine. Shavasana is really good for us. It's an opportunity for us to rest and relax the body, which is not something we do often in our society today. So if you are seated or lying down, let's relax the shoulders. Relax the fingers or toes. Soften the jaw and throat. Start to even out the breath. Allowing eyes to close if that's comfortable. Feeling the part of the body that's connected to the floor. So it gets more and more connected, almost like it's melting into the ground. Again, you are welcome to stay here in the Shavasana as long as you'd like. In keeping with the attempt to try and do a 15-minute-ish mini flow, I'm going to end this practice here. May you have a beautiful and blessed rest of your day. Namaste.